This week, we've seen two more examples about how big tech and other big corporations are catering to the political left at every turn. Now, remember on Monday, we told you about how quickly credit card companies fell in line after Democrats lobbied that they track gun purchases separately. And speaking of tracking, this week at multiple Senate hearings, we learned that Twitter has the capability not only to track individual users, but shut them down if need be.
You were an engineer at Twitter, is that right?
Correct, yep.
Yesterday, Mr. Zatko testified to another committee I sit on that 4,000 engineers at Twitter had access to all of the personal information, user data, geolocations of Twitter users. Is that accurate?
So I've never met him, and he joined the company after I left, so I don't know if that particular claim is accurate.
Did you have access to user data?
Well, I was the head of engineering for the whole company.
Did you have access to user data? I'm looking for a yes or a no. I'll just remind you.
No. I think I could have gotten it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can get it, that's what we call access. So you did have access to user data. Is that a yes?
In theory, I probably could have, yeah.
That's
probably right.
Okay. That was devastating. Joining me now is a man you just saw, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley. Senator, what were these engineers doing with this data, and why did it take you about 4 questions to get him to say the obvious? They had access to user data.
They had access. 4,000 of them have access, Laura, and what they're doing with it is whatever the heck they want. And here's the really chilling thing is the whistleblower told me under oath that he believes that Twitter engineers have doxed users before, taken their personal information, put it out there in the public. He thinks that it's very possible that Twitter engineers have gotten into people's accounts and altered stuff in the account, your record of tweets, maybe even tweeted out under your name, under the user's name. It's absolutely unbelievable. And here's the thing. We know that these companies are far left companies. The employees are overwhelmingly leftist. We know that they love to censor. And here we have real world proof that literally thousands of left-wing Twitter employees can hack accounts and do whatever they want anytime they want.
You referenced that former security chief turned whistleblower, that guy Peter Zatko, Senator. Here's something else he said during the testimony that was earlier this week.
The corporate security, physical security team had been contacted and told that there was at least one agent of the MSS, which is one of China's intelligence services, on the payroll inside Twitter. If you are not placing foreign agents inside Twitter, because it's very difficult to detect them, it is very valuable to a foreign agent to be inside there. As a foreign intelligence company, you're most likely not doing your job.
Senator, what are the chances right now that China is operating in some capacity within these social media companies, including Twitter?
Very high. I mean, it sounds like almost 100% based on what the whistleblower testified to. And, listen, I mean, there's a reason that they want to get access. It's because the data is so easy. It is so easy to get Americans' personal information. But here's the other thing I'm worried about, Laura. Our own government wants to control these companies, and they don't even have to ask very, very hard. The companies are willing to turn over the keys of the kingdom to the Biden administration. Who was first on the list for the Biden administration to go to talk about censorship with their unconstitutional disinformation board? Twitter. First on the list. Who are we going to go meet with? Twitter. We also know that Facebook now sat down with the Biden administration and actually took down accounts based on what Biden's team was telling them to do. Can we take this account down? And Facebook says, oh, yes, we can. We have the emails for it. So these are censorship machines, and they're being manipulated every which way, including, unfortunately, by this administration.
Yeah, well, they're proxy censors for the government, which is why when you all get power back, and we hope that's very soon, rather than all of us, putting out our hot air on this, actually something has to be done, Senator. And that's what I think that people are expecting when you all take power. I know you agree with that. Speaking of something you just said, and this is kind of related, TikTok's COO, Vanessa Pappas, also testified on the Hill this week and made an admission about some of the employees' locations. Watch this.
We do have employees based in China. We also have very strict access controls around the type of data that they can access and where that data is stored, which is here in the United States. And we've also said under no circumstances would we give that data to China. Our final agreement with the U.S. government will satisfy all national security concerns.
Senator, a lot of people's breath was just taken away by that admission. So we're supposed to feel good about this because they were all going to be separate, right? TikTok, separate ownership. We don't have to worry about China. Mike Pompeo disagrees.
Listen, I totally disagree. Here's the truth of the matter. TikTok has Chinese employees who have access to U.S. user data, and they're doing nothing to stop it. And by the way, they employ members of the Chinese Communist Party who have access to user data, which that same witness testified under oath to earlier this week. So the bottom line here is whether we're talking about TikTok or Twitter or Facebook, you can be sure that if you're on those services, your information is probably getting reviewed by some foreign government and is also probably getting reviewed by this government, by the U.S. government. And whenever the Biden administration wants them to censor, they're going to. Whenever China wants to get a hold of your data, they can.
Senator, thank you for staying on this and for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.